We're looking at blood pressure. The very first thing is we are trying to define it. So let me make you guys realize the definition rather than me telling it. Now, there's a small activity that I would want you guys to do. Take a second and to do this. Feel the pulse wherever. Just feel the pulse. Feel the heartbeat. If you guys don't know how to do it, ask someone around or just web search. So how did you guys do it? You took your finger and you felt the pulse, is it not? I hope you guys did that. And that is nothing but your very definition of blood pressure. Blood pressure is the force exerted by the blood against the walls of the blood vessel. Right? You pressed against the blood vessel. Right? You touched your blood vessel, is it not? And when you pressed it, you could feel the blood going aage piche, like, that happened. So there's a force that is exerted on the vessel when it's moving. Right? So our vessels are elastic in nature. And so we are able to feel this. Right? So that's how you can define blood pressure. Now, there's a device that is used to do this, to measure the blood. So traditionally, if you guys have seen, I don't know how many people would have seen, you have a mercury-based blood pressure. Now you have different ways of doing it. But yeah, before we had, or even now, we have mercury-based measuring devices. So traditionally, since it has to do with pressure, there's a particular device that is useful for measuring pressure. You guys have studied this actually. And so the name. Can you guess it? This is related to the device that will help in measuring the pressure. Yes, manometer. Did you guys remember this? And specific to the blood pressure, we have a bit more extra word, a prefix per se. It has to do with this picture. You're looking at a spike. And this will be spy. I don't know how to pronounce this. You guys do that. So that's your word. A device that is helpful for measuring blood pressure. Now, there are two values. Have you heard of what is your, if someone asks you what is your blood pressure, they tell 120 by, sorry, yeah, 120 by 80. Okay, so there is a unit associated with it. I'll be talking about the unit in a second. So this is 120 and this is 80 and it has a particular meaning to it and all of that. And it has a name as well. There are two names associated over here. So what is this person doing? He is stealing. He stole something. This is a computer or a system. So this makes up your first word, systolic. And this happens, okay, let me go to the second word. So that's your first word. And next your second word. And here he is stealing again, but 2 times. So 2 can also be written as die. And here is stealing. So this is diastolic. Okay, guys. So this has to do with, actually I have it in the next slide. Okay, let me go to the next slide itself. So got it? Got it? Are you clear with the names? Right? Definition and the device. Now, the values, the values is 120 by 80. And the unit is mm of Hg. Hg represents what? Yes, that's your mercury. Right? See, if you looked at any kind of manometer, so measuring, so they all of them use mercury because of the density. And that it's liquid at room temperature. Okay, so all the measurement happens with respect to mercury traditionally. And so there is millimeter movement. It won't be meter movement. And so we have mm of Hg. That's how you can remember. Okay, guys. Now, coming on to when this, systolic and diastolic happens. So we'll come back to this. So it has to do with ventricles because atria per se will not, it has to do with pushing blood from the smaller chamber to the bigger chamber. So we can't feel it in our blood vessels. So it has to do with ventricles. Okay. So obviously the 120 value will be related to the bigger one over here. And of course this is 80. And this has to do with, yes, your ventricles contracting. So this is your systolic, and here is your diastolic. And this is how the names are related. Okay, yes. You got the entire picture and the reasoning. It's not for your syllabus.